Well, welcome to this week's episode of the Hoover Boys.
It's a pleasure to have you.
That's a gift.
Welcome back to the fields of Perthshire and our transatlantic Hoover boy cousins are here. So we've got in the foreground, we've got Sean kneeling down digging, which is always a great sign. We've got John, we've got Brad somewhere over there, and we've got Andy over here as well. So we're back out on this field that produced three hammered coins, as well as 2 silver milled as well. So we've got high hopes. We haven't even done 1% of this field in the past. As ever, if you're not already subscribed, then please hit the button and help support the channel. Right, itching for this. The guys have travelled a long way, so I'm hoping that there's going to be some good finds to be had. Let's go. John's got his first bit of Scottish history. He's got a coin.
Unfortunately, not too much detail on there, but I can definitely see something. Something going on.
Yeah, definitely something going on, isn't there? Looks like a farthing.
Yeah.
So a quarter of a penny, which is interesting because Andy just got a quarter of a penny as well, a farthing, which is also George V, 1916.
I see a 2 on there.
Right.
Possibly.
Yeah, it's pretty toasty anyway, isn't it? It's quite, I don't know, it feels like it might be a bit light.
Yeah.
Maybe
a button?
Yeah, no, I think it's definitely a coin, but some of the older ones are a bit lighter. They're not as heavy as the 1900s farthings, but, well, you're off the mark, sir.
Yep.
Well done.
Knock the dust off a little bit.
Oh, and is that a limited edition coin pod you've got there?
Ooh.
Wow. At last, my first digger. Steady 74 coming down the side of the field because there's an old trackway that runs down here, which is from sometime in the 1700s it was here. Somewhere in there. Yeah, it's in there. Don't see anything obvious. Oh, no, we've got a coin, I think. Huh. Oh, there you go. We've got a coin, and it's an old one. It's a copper. It's an early turner, so it's probably 1600s. So, there you go. It's probably, no, they don't survive very well normally, but well, I'll clean this up and see if we can get anything off it, but well, looks like we're back to the 1600s already. Phenomenal. We got coin number 2. So so it could be fairly modern. It's got a brown colour, which just means it's probably cupronickel. Try and get an imprint. Oh, look at that. We've got a lovely imprint on there. It's might be a shilling.
That's a US 2 cent.
A US 2 cent.
Congratulations.
I know, you come all this way and you pick up a US coin.
It's
No,
hard to find.
I think it's going to be Elizabeth II, 19 something. 1959, I think it is. So there you go. It's actually a pretty nice coin. It's Elizabeth II, so pre-decimal, so decimalisation I think was 1971, and it's a very, very nice 1959 with the 3 Lions of England. 1 shilling, so this would have in days of old been 50% silver, and before that 92.5% silver, but not anymore, but still nice. Well, it sounded like a button, and it is a button. We got a 4-holer. There we go. It's probably going to be, oh, it's got a fair bit of writing on it. Scott and Son. Can't see a village or a town, but there will be one on there somewhere. But that's nice. Probably going to be about 100, 150 or so years old. Again, didn't sound great, and the reason is because it's a spendable. So I got a bit of an imprint there. But it's 20p, and again it's cupronickel, so this would have been bright silver like the shilling when it was made, but it goes this horrible brown way. Bit of tomato ketchup on that can probably bring it back to life, but again, Elizabeth II, except this is post-decimal. You can just make her out there. Should be a date, 1982. So I was 3 years old. Brilliant, we'll get that spent later. So I've had one coin right there, another coin just up there, and we might have a third one. Screamer of an 88. Is it a penny? If it is, then it would appear people on this line, for whatever reason, keep dropping coins. Right, let's... Nope, that's a stone. It is a coin, look, right there. I think it's another spendable. I got another coin! It's another spendable, it's a 1 pence this time. So, there we go. What a nightmare. Well, at the end of the day, it's 3 coins and we're not even 1 hour in. Have we got a date on this one? Should be one up here somewhere. Took a bit of effort, but we got a date, 1974. So I was -5 at that point. So there you go. Probably the same person who lost the 20 pence. Well, it wouldn't be a day's detecting without one. Fantastic. Wee Sean here's been digging lots and lots of holes. I think he's got himself some coinage.
Yeah, I think it's a 1902 though, I'll say.
Oh yeah.
You.
What's Edward? Edward the 7th. So that's the son of Queen Victoria. So he is actually quite short in terms of how long he ruled. He was only, I think, 9 years as king.
You know everything.
He smoked and drank himself to death. So yeah, 1902. Well done. That's your first coin.
Yeah, out of here. Yeah, dude, I'm trying to figure it out. I got the I'm running different things on here. I don't even know what the hell I ran for that.
Very good. No, it's cracking.
Stubble's giving me a tough time.
Yeah, it's not easy, but yeah, fantastic. Well done. And now my namesake has got himself a coin as well. I didn't even get back to my machine. 1920, George V. Lovely. Grandson of Queen Victoria. Son of Edward, who Sean just got. Nice. So there you go. Plenty of coins been lost in... Oh, nearly. Plenty of coins been lost in this field, that's for sure. Well done, sir.
Yes, sir.
What's that? Number 3? Number 2?
2.
Number 2.
2.
Fantastic.
Beautiful.
For just a split second there, we thought we had silver. But we don't. We've got a bit of a ring pull. Darn. This time, I think that's probably the tip off of a spoon or a piece of cutlery. Spoon would have probably been somewhere about there. And it looks like it's got a wee bit of age to it. It could be 200 or 300 years old, but it's a find. Is it another bottle top? Probably. From 12 inches down. An old tin can, a very old tin can. It's got to be a coin. Long stubble, but I still picked it out. Come on. We're out, and that is not a coin. That is a thing. Oh, it's a buckle. or half a buckle. Ugh. So an old horse buckle, broken, which is why it's been lost in the first place, but probably a couple of 100 years old maybe. Still, it's a find. Bit of a mixed signal, which is why I decided to give it a go, and I can see why, because we've got a pocket knife which would have iron in it as well as other metals, possibly stainless steel. And back in the day, every farm worker would have carried one. So the handle is possibly bone, but it could be wood as well. And the blade will flick out. That is a nice wee find. Looks like wood. See the little metal pins going through, holding it all together. And I'm guessing probably around about 100 or so years old. Maybe put that in some WD-40, see if we can bring it back to a usable condition. But a lovely wee find. Absolutely brilliant. John says he's got an interesting one. That's what I like to hear.
Looks like a Monopoly piece.
A Monopoly piece.
A little iron, you know, in the top.
Is it? Oh yeah. Oh, that is interesting. Yeah. Can't say I've had one of them before, John. But it's cool, isn't it?
Sounded pretty.
I bet it did. What is it? It looks like bronze, is it?
Yeah.
Bronze or copper alloy. Give it a wee brush.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have got no idea, but you're right, it does look like the little iron off a Monopoly piece. Doesn't look like there's been something going between them, does it?
No.
Doesn't look like it's broken.
Yeah.
So, if you know, comment below. Well done, sir.
Thank you.
Fantastic. We got another coin. It's only a 72, so probably on its edge. Trying to get an imprint, but it's just crumbling off. But it looks to be in pretty reasonable condition. I think it might be a Victoria. And it is. It's a Victoria halfpenny. Just had a wee catch up with Brad just a minute ago. He got himself an absolutely stunning looking King George III with a date of 1799. Great condition. So there you are, the bun head, the young head of Queen Victoria. And looking to the left hand side. And on the other side, we've got a date. I think it's 1861. Nope. 1865. But that is, maybe coin number 5 for me, I think. But it's one of the older ones. Seem to have been getting a lot of pre-decimal and spendables. But I am not complaining. A little sort of figure of 8. I think it's probably part of a little buckle or something. Some sort of leather fitting, but could have a wee bit of age to it. Couple of hundred years. This is some sort of little copper fitting. Came through as a 55. You can see it's had a wee lug on the end which is broken. You can see a little sort of florally star design there which is impressed on this side. So it is, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I thought maybe a clog clasp, but I think it's the wrong shape. But if you know, comment below. But it certainly looks like it's got a little bit of age to it. Nice find. I was hoping maybe for a coin on this one, but it did sound a bit irony. This is iron, but on the other side I've given it a clean up. We've got what I think is a crown with VR patent. So it's something which has been patented. And I'm guessing VR is Victoria Regina, so Queen Victoria, so sometime between 1836 and 1901. No idea what it is, maybe some sort of agricultural implement. This is a screamer. 91, 92, 93. Bottle top or Georgian copper. or something else. Ugh. Oh, it's a tin can. Damn.
Fight on the set.
Well, honestly, I've dug a 92, 93, 94 about 5 or 6 times on the way over here. Every single piece has been an aluminium can, and right there, look, Andy was right next to me as I dug it up. That is a hammered silver.
It's cut, isn't it? It's cut in half. Oh no, it's
This
full.
might be a whole one.
I'm not on it. There we go.
It is a whole one. It's a whole one.
It's a beautiful one. Good gracious.
Oh man.
You maniac.
Well, there you are. Look at that. Can't quite tell you who it is yet. It's a big coin. It must be a sixpence.
Yeah, do the honors.
Yeah, do the honours. I'm being foo-fooed.
Is it Lizzie? Who's on there?
I think that might be, yeah, it is. It's Elizabeth. E-L-I-Z. Elizabeth. Oh, jeez.
Look who's getting dinner tonight.
Yeah. Oh, it's an absolute cracker, isn't it? Look at that, folks. Look at that. I don't believe it. I really don't believe that. I was just expecting yet another bit of aluminium. Yet another bit to add to the collection.
I'm so glad it was you.
Well, I would have really liked it if it was one of you guys, I'll be honest. That is a stunner. An absolute stunner.
What are you looking at, John?
Right, we'll get it cleaned up
Where's
properly and we'll get back to you. The Deus 2 does it again. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm just so furious at myself that I didn't do a live dig on that, but if I hadn't have had multiple bits of can slaw, as the Hoover Boys were calling it, then I would have. But that is an absolutely beautiful silver sixpence. It's a little bit bent, but on the whole, it's pretty good. The legend on the reverse is Posvi Deu, and then I think it's something like Advitato Deum, and the translation to English from Latin would be I have made God my helper. And then you've got the shield in the middle, which would be split with the fleur-de-lis of France and also the 3 lions of England. And on the other side we've got a really, really clear legend. Bit rubbed on this side where it's Elizabeth, but you can see quite clearly Elizabeth DG ANGFRETHIB Regina, and the translation is Elizabeth, by the grace of God, England, France and Ireland Queen. And you can actually just make out her head looking to the right. It's a bit rubbed, but I'm going to try and overlay it. It's a bit difficult because the coin's bent, but you'll see her portrait looking to the left starting to fade in, and to the right of her there is a flower, which is a rose, and that tells me that it's the mint mark of London, the Tower of London. So she ruled from, I think, around the sort of 1540s, I think she became queen, 1550s maybe, and she ruled until her death in 1603. She famously had her cousin's head chopped off, Mary Queen of Scots. She was often referred to as the Virgin Queen, and Mary Queen of Scots' son went on to become the King of England upon her death. James VI of Scotland, who'd ruled Scotland since 1567, he became James I of England in 1603, and he ruled until 1625. That is a thing of beauty. I honestly cannot believe that. I just said to Andy as he was standing right next to me filming some footage to send his mum, I said to him, here look, you'll get to watch me finding a bottle top. And then I said to him, oh actually now it's out the ground, it could be a coin. And it's a coin. Came through 91, 92, I think it was. Unbelievable. In fact, let me just check that just now. Well, it's saying 82, now it's out the ground. Yep, it's saying 82, now it's out the ground, but it wasn't. It was 92 when it was in the ground. What a thing of beauty. And now I get to do this in the presence of the Hoover Boys. Unbelievable. Fantastic.
and a KG5.
Fantastic.
And then these I can't really tell. This one we may be able to get something off of, but maybe not.
Yeah, I think it's Victoria, I think.
Oh, you think?
I
Okay.
think so. Yeah, I think it's a Victoria. Wow, you're having a fantastic time as well. 7 coins.
I'm enjoying myself.
What's this one here?
I don't know.
Oh, you know what I think that is?
Something old?
I think it might be. I think that could be a Bobby, which would be an old copper Scottish sixpence.
Oh.
Which would be Charles I or Charles II. So 1625 to 49 or 1660 to 1685.
That's exciting.
I'll need to have a proper look at that later on. We'll try and clean it up a wee bit.
Okay, okay.
But yeah, that's fantastic. That's tremendous. Well done.
Thank you.
Another debatable signal, and we might have, maybe, another coin. Hope get you in the shot would help. We've got a bit of an imprint, and I wonder if it could be a George. It's pretty toasty, but I think it might be possibly a Georgian coin. Might be a struggle to get something off it, but we'll give it a go. Back to you in a second. Just enough detail there that I can identify it. It is George III. It's a halfpenny, sometime between 1760 and 1820, and you'll see Mr. Potato Head, as I call him, fading in. And back in the day, this would have certainly bought you a pint of beer, maybe even 2. And Britannia is just there. Again, not a lot of detail, but just enough that I can identify it, and that's all that matters. And it is yet another coin, so I think between us we're probably getting about 20 odd coins so far. But that is phenomenal. Well, look at this for Sean. He's only went and got himself an absolutely stunning little item. It's a little cherub. He may or may not be playing with himself. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, if I dug it, he's likely playing with himself.
But it's lead. He's got a pair of butt cheeks on him there. He looks well toned. He's been down the gym. And, well, that is an incredible find.
Yeah.
Was it deep?
Yes.
Yeah.
I came to Scotland hoping to find history, and I found a baby.
And you found a baby.
Not good. When my wife finds out, she's going to lose her mind.
Well, I mean, date-wise, well, so difficult to tell. The fact it's lead,
yeah, that's
would make me think it's old.
Yeah, it's heavy as
Yeah.
you know what. I had to keep that one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I found a lead figurine not far from here, maybe a mile away at the most, and it's Roman, 1st or 2nd century. I mean,
Well,
obviously. So yeah, that's a really interesting find. I think that could be find of the day, I would say, so far.
I don't know. I hope they wash their hands after making that, because that's a lot of lead.
That's a lot of lead.
And that baby's got some sort of tumor growing or something.
It's quite a large forehead.
Yeah,
but
that's just nice hair.
I mean, I'm assuming it was probably mounted on something, but it must have been standing.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It bent off right
Yeah.
there.
So wow, what a find! Well done, that man.
Hey, sir.
And there we go. That's us, had lunch. A fantastic morning into the early afternoon. And the boys are already all back out again. So hopefully some more treasures to be had.